setup this morning. I located two groups of coyotes in there, and one of them sounded like a pretty good group of coyotes with several coyotes in it, more like 5, 6, 7 instead of the typical 2 or 3. But to tell you how we're set up and what I'm going to do before I get started, these coyotes, we're on down this SMZ. I'm in SMZ. You can see one side of it right here behind me. It goes out into an open, kind of old growed up field. And I've got my wind coming out of the west. That field is to the east of me, and it's blowing out in that open field. This funnel is only about 100 yards wide. Got some farm ground and stuff back to the east of me. Chicken houses, stuff like that. And so the plan is once we call, we're going to do a little howling, maybe a little distress. I'm self-filming this morning and trying to shoot them with a crossbow. Got the Tacticam rigged up to help me out with that. But it's probably going to be a tough deal. May or may not get the shot. But the plan is to howl and then do just a little distress. I'm going to do it in short segments, call just a little, and then stop, because what I want these coyotes to do is I want them to come down this funnel looking for me, looking for the howling, and we'll probably do a little pup distress, pup fight. We've been getting some good results with that sound, and see if I can get those coyotes pulled in. I've got the Icotech e-call set behind me, or actually out to the side of me, because I'm set up for a cross wind. That wind coming west to east from my right to left, blowing out in this open. So I've got the e-call set up upwind of me. I'm going to howl on the diaphragms. Be on the MFK competition howler this morning. I'm going to howl on it. I'll probably answer myself with the e-call, and then do a little bit of pup whimpers, pup fight, stuff like that. And then let everything get quiet and set here, and I'll do that in series. Hopefully things will happen pretty quick. But go ahead and howl at them. See if we can get something up here. All right. self-film crossbow kill right there. Power MFK. It's the second coyote that I've shot this morning with a crossbow. Sitting on this same stand, crossbow double. Combining MFK diaphragms with the Icotech. Man, I've had coyotes running all over me this morning. It's tough to kill them with a crossbow. It's even tougher to film yourself doing it. That sucker's laying right there. 10 steps. You see him smelling, scent checking the way we had our setup. I mean, we set the trap for him. He walked right into it. That was a fun hunt and hard to do, filming yourself. But I got 2 minutes left on the battery, so I'm gonna turn around right quick, and I want you to take notice. I didn't show it to you earlier. The angle I couldn't see it with the camera. I'm gonna walk to it. See where I had that Icotech setting? I want you to look at where that coyote fell in relation to where that call's at. There's a collar. And there's a coyote laying about 6 yards behind it. I see my arrow sticking in the ground over there too. Those knockout lighted knocks, they help out a lot. See it glowing there. You got a touch of the mange, a little on the ugly side, but he's dead. And I think that's about all the battery I'm gonna have. So another good hunt, another one in the pile for the MFK team. And we're gonna try to kill some more. There's where we were sitting. Well, battery went dead on me, and battery went dead on me earlier. I had to go back to the truck and get another camera so I could tie the rest of this together for y'all. It's been a couple hours since we shot these coyotes this morning. Double with the crossbow, self-film. I should have footage of it on the Tacticam, which is a pretty neat deal. And then also with the big camera I'm filming with now. And just to briefly cover what sounds we were using, I was howling on the MFK competition howler this morning, competition diaphragm. And I didn't do a whole lot of calling this morning because I was self-filming with a bow. I howled a couple of times, and I answered that with the MFK howls on the Icotech that I had set up upwind of us just a little. And then I threw a few distress sounds out there. I think we played some pup fight, MFK pup fight on the Icotech. But I was only running about 30 seconds to a minute of it, and then sitting there quiet because I wanted those coyotes to slip up through there looking for the source of the sound without actually being able to pinpoint it, so that I'd be able to get them on film and also get the bow. If I'd continued to call, they probably would have had me pegged when they come into view, as thick as it is. And I want you to notice, I think, especially on the Tacticam footage, it may have been hid from the big camera. I think it had a tree blocking the view for where I had the e-call set up. But on the Tacticam, I think you'll see that Ico hanging in a tree. And I want you to pay attention to where this second coyote is in relation to the Ico. I mean, it's right up under it, scent checking. I mean, walked right into our trap just like we wanted it to. And sent an arrow through it with that dart and crossbow. And it went down right there. Our sound library is something new that we just added, and that's for the people that can't run the diaphragms, that wanted our sounds. Had a ton of feedback, people asking us to make these sounds. Of course, we're adding live animal sounds in there too, so you get the best of both. You get our World Championship diaphragm sounds, as well as our live animal sounds in the MFK sound library that you can load to the any of the programmable Icotech e-calls. Of course, you can get the MFK edition Icotech preloaded with MFK sounds, which, of course, we recommend that's the best way to go. But if you want to get any of our diaphragms or any of our sound library stuff, Icotech, you can get any of that at our website, mfkgamecalls.com.
You can watch all of our videos at MFK Game Calls on our YouTube channel, and then you can keep up with us on our Facebook page. It's MFK Game Calls as well. Now that I've got that out of the way, I want to cover something else that's been going on here lately. 2 or 3 other companies are trying to jump on the MFK train and come out with their own line of diaphragms. They're making big claims, they're putting ads up, they're talking about how they're the best and how good their products are, how good their products sound, how good their products kill. Only thing is, they're not showing you any of that. They're just making these big claims, doing a lot of talking. MFK doesn't do a lot of talking on Facebook and places like that about how good our stuff is. When we come out with a sound, when we introduce a diaphragm, any of that stuff, we take it right to the woods, we put it to use, we show you what it sounds like, and we show you that sound in action, calling in coyotes and us killing them at close range. We let that do the talking for us. You be the judge of whether or not you think it's good or whether or not you think it's the best. That said, we do have multiple world titles to our credit with these MFK diaphragms. Nobody else can say that. No other company in the industry can say that, can make those claims. And, you know, next time you get ready to buy a call, especially a diaphragm call, I want you to ask yourself 2 or 3 things before you make that purchase and spend your hard-earned money. Because some of these guys are just business guys posing as hunters, and they damn sure ain't killers. And they make big claims about these products to try to get your money. The rest of us, myself and any of the other MFK guys, are killers first and foremost. That's what I do every day. The business stuff is secondary. And, you know, getting back to what I said before, when you get ready to buy a call, especially a diaphragm call, ask yourself, who built that call? Who really built the call? Not who's putting their brand name on it, but who built the call? And then I want you to ask yourself, did the guy that built the call, can he use it? Can he show you how to use it, and can he demonstrate the sounds that that call makes? Or is he simply making big claims on social media and their website? Thirdly, ask yourself, have you seen that call in action? Have you seen the guys making the claims, use the calls, and show you the video proof that they can use it, what they sound like, and show them calling stuff in and killing it? At MFK, we do all of that. And our videos is what does our talking. Not a bunch of big jowls yapping on Facebook. It's a little aggravating because those guys get on there and muddy the water. But I think most people can see through it and know what the real deal is, know who the real killers are, and know who sells legitimate products that they back up. MFK backs up everything we put out. Put it out there for you to see and hear. That ought to cover it for today. We go kill something else while the fat boys yap on Facebook.